Building Bridges scripture memory. I read somewhere that if we're no longer in awe of what God is doing through us in service, it may have become a performance. When we were first given the social distancing guidelines, I was in awe of God and how He still made a way for us to gather and worship Him together in our church. See, our pastor was resolute and creative to find a way for us to still gather and worship God together, even though there were many challenges, and there still are those challenges. But we have so many people, most are volunteers, that are willing each week to put in the work that it takes for us to be able to gather in our parking lot and have drive-in service at church. You know, sometimes the traffic out on Highway 105 on Sunday mornings is so loud that it's hard to stay focused, but we should. Sometimes the sound isn't quite as strong as we'd like for it to be, but that's just the challenge of being outside. And sometimes, y'all, that heat is so unbearable that everybody just turns on their cars, rolls up the windows, cranks up the AC, and listens to the service on their radio. That's resolute and creative. You know, sometimes it's easy to get frustrated with those around us and to snap back at them. But let's extend some grace to those around us. Let's be the hands and feet of Jesus to those who desperately, desperately need Him. Now, I don't know what that looks like for you in your life, but if you'll spend a little time with Jesus each day, I'm sure that He'll tell you what that looks like in your life. Now, when He calls you to do something, be resolute and creative to make sure you do that, because we're not all called to do the same thing. See, if we're all called to sing, there'd be nobody to play the music. And if we're all called to children's church, there'd be nobody to deliver the donations to the local food pantry. And if we were all called to bake those cookies, there wouldn't be anybody to eat them. Oh, I'm just kidding. I do love me some ginger snaps, though. Let's not forget how awesome God is in our lives, y'all. Psalm 145 verse 6 says, "Your awe-inspiring deeds will be on every tongue, and I will proclaim your greatness." The Message translation puts it like this: "Your marvelous doings are headline news. I could write a book full of the details of your greatness." Let's make God's greatness the new headlines, shall we? Let's start that today. Your awe-inspiring deeds will be on every tongue, and I will proclaim your greatness. Build bridges and allow God to change your life. You will never regret it.